Hello guys, and welcome to Hochi Plays Sunless Sea. This is a game by Fail Better Games. It came out a while ago now. Not exactly sure on the release date of this game, but I saw it recently in the Steam Halloween sale. It was under £10, £10 sterling, in British money, which is quite a good bargain, I thought. I thought I'd pick it up and share my adventures on this Sunless Sea with you guys. Now, this game has got a few tags in the Steam store. There's an exploration, survival, Lovecraftian adventure game. Sounds interesting to me. I'm not quite sure what Lovecraftian means, but I know you sort of sail this ship around. You had a captain of this ship and you sail around to different ports and meet people in those ports. Transfer things between those ports with people, make money, try and upgrade your ship. There is all sorts of sea monsters to kill. I'm not sure we'll be doing that just yet. I think we'll try and keep it quite peaceful to start with, at least. You never know what's out on those dark seas. And it's also tied into a game called Fallen London by the same guys, which is a free web-based browser game. So it's similar to this, without the fancy graphics, I'd guess. But I think if you play that as well, some of the achievements and some of the things you do in that can affect this as well. So that sounds quite interesting. I'll have to have a look at that later. But for now, we're just going to start a new game. I did start a game and just fiddled around a little bit, so I vaguely knew what I was doing. But I haven't seen much of this game yet, so it's going to be mostly new to me. So let's crack on with a new game. I did say that my captain was probably going to die in my first run through, so I look forward to that. There I am. Right, captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was a dreadful inconvenience for everyone. It opened a vast black ocean. Welcome to the Untersee. A couple of options. You can choose a past, decide who you were and what you want to be. Or you can have a path reaped in shadows, decide later. If you just want to get out onto the Z immediately, choose this. Opportunities to revisit your past will arrive later. I'm just going to get straight out onto that Z. Choose our past later, so that's good. Your A Stranger quality has gone. Welcome to the world. You now lodge in a room above the Blind Helmsman. Guessing the Blind Helmsman is a tavern or a pub. As Brits, we do like to stay in a pub. Like to be close to the beer. Always keeps us happy. But for now, you are a mystery. An occurrence. Your addressed as quality is now mumbled. Or mumble. So I don't have a name, I guess. Right, so let's continue with that. Fallen London. Deep, dark and marvellous. All voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. Hopefully we'll better get back to London a few times in this playthrough, or our captain gets killed. We'll have to see. So our lodgings. Here you may catch up with your correspondence, rest or retire altogether from seafaring life. London. She's the greatest city in the Untersee. Advice for captain. Much lamented Much lamented Demux found a watery grave long ago. Probably your end will be no better. If you read this book, invaluable advice, your chances will improve. I'm going to flick through this quickly. On endings and beginnings, captains often die. This is not the end. When you die, you will learn lessons which will help you survive next time. Beware, the layout of the Untersee changes for each new captain. Calm waters are stable, and islands will only move so far. So it's sort of got an element of permadeath to it. Die, you lose your captain. Future captains can inherit some skills, officers, equipment, and money. Over time, you can find extra items and advantages that allow you to preserve a greater inheritance. We could pass a little bit on if we die, so it's not a complete loss. On exploration. Exploration is the heart of the game. Risk brings reward. Staying close to London is safe, but eventually you'll run out of fuel and supplies. Exploring and playing port stories will allow you to find secrets and echoes. Echoes is the money. Speak to your officers to spend secrets on improving your abilities. Spend echoes and equipment in ports. You can often find officers in London. At the minute it's just me and my comatose ferret mascot. Mostly it's immobile, occasionally it's feral. Gives me +1 hearts of my life. Got all these, I'll come to these a little bit later on. I'm still not 100% sure on what all of them do and how I up them. But we'll get to them later. So, on Mercy. Unforgiving mode is how the game is meant to be played. One autosave, updated whenever you reach ports and wiped on death. If you are getting frustrated or want a more leisurely exploration, you can switch to merciful mode. Saving and loading manually will permanently switch your character to merciful mode. This will remove the Invictus token. Completing a game with the Invictus token intact is a badge of honor. We're going to try and do that. And how we complete a game. And if you can complete this game, I think it's random story elements to it, so you won't have the same story every time you play through. Different stories will happen, but we'll see when we get a little bit further on, I guess. On machines. Your prow lamp dispels darkness, reduces terror, increase, allows you to find Z marks. Your engines, of course, drive the ship forward into the night. Both your prow lamp and your engines use fuel. More powerful engines use more fuel. All lamps use fuel at the same rates. Try not to run out of fuel. Know that the Admiralty will compensate you with fuel for port reports. And finding places to explore. Your Z-Bat Scout. Technically, it's a Chiroptosphere. We're among friends here. We're going to call it the Z-Bat Scout. Z-Bats. Z-Bats? Press Z or click the Z-Bat button on the bottom of the screen. It'll tell you where the nearest undiscovered island is. Be warned, if you're moving, it will give less accurate direction. Pause to get to the most accurate reading. Also, that'll tell us where we can go and what nearer for us to explore. And fighting. When your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you'll see a firing solution. Glowing around the fire button increases. Now the glow around the fire buttons increase. When it's complete, let them have it. You can fire earlier if you like, but may miss. Larger ships have access to different gun slots. Avoiding enemy attacks. Green glow means your enemy is in the lights. Enemy ships will also have an arc on their gun. Try stay out of their way. Enemy Z-beasts will generally try to ram or bite you, and they'll submerge between times to avoid your attacks. If you're careful and turn your lights off, you may also be able to sneak up behind them and get a shot in first. So you can be a bit sneaky. So if we turn the lamp off, our terror increases. That's not good. And the next one on stories. When you put in supports, you can generally explore and exhaust the story options until your next visit. Something awaits you. You have something awaits you quality. When at Z, you'll know that more stories are waiting for you when you make ports. They'll crop up whenever you're sailing around. If you see flavor messages like distant bells, that means you have something awaits. Cool. When we leave and come back, there'll be more story to explore. Oh, terror, sorry, I missed one. Terror increases gradually over time when you're out at Z, away from land. Watch the skull. When you see orange or red pips, terror will bump up. If you spend much longer in a frightening place, many events will increase it too. How to reduce it? Use shore leave in London or in other ports. London is the most cost-effective to reduce it. Lots and lots of other stories increase or reduce terror. and on new story. We will add new stories to the game from time to time. You can download them from the main menu. That's quite nice for them. That's all free, I believe, so far. I know they are planning DLC. You can submerge below this sea, find things underneath there, but that's not quite out yet. We have to look into that when it is released. You need to register an account with our systems to download stories. Coincidentally, this also gives you a login to our odd rich cult browser game at www.fallenlondon.com. Definitely give it a try if you like the world of Sunless Sea, but it's 100% optional. Yeah, so that is the free browser game I said about earlier. I haven't checked out, but I will check out a little bit later on. See what that's about, because I like the way this is written, the writing style of it. And that's about it. We're going to sell this book. You're a veteran captain, require no more advice. Very well then. Sell the book. Sold. Someone else will better appreciate the Meek's work. No longer have any of this advice for captain. Oh, so we sold the book, we don't have that anymore. You've gained 50 echoes. 100 total. And now we've got a bit more money. Always good to start. So I was going to check out Woolstack Docks first. And what can we do in here? You may catch up with your correspondence, rest or retire altogether, as our lodgings is at the pub. From seafaring life. The better your lodgings, the better the quality of your retirement, naturally. So read the morning papers. Unexpurgated, yeah. The Unexpurgated Gazette, the magazine formerly known as the London Magazine. Spiteful Trumpeter. News. So we can read this because we don't have any recent news. So let's see what's happening in the papers. News from abroad. Canaanites is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies from the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. Untersea papers reports has undergone another alteration. Not yet, it hasn't. You'd know. Oh, proclamation coupon for Miss Plenty's provisions for half cask of salt herring. Oh, you could use that. Great. So we got some cast herring. Some salt herring, sorry. Half a cask. You get 1 supplies, so we've got 6 supplies. We need to keep our supplies up so our crew don't starve to death. And we need to keep our fuel up so we don't become drifting in the sea and die that way. We now have one of this recently. So these are the sort of things you collect. Then you can do things when you've got enough. So if you wanted to rest above the room in the Blind Helmsman, you'd need... we need a room. We need 10 echoes. We've got 10 coins, 10 money, echoes. Ben to stay there, and we need 1 terror. We don't have any terror. Everyone's nice and sane at the minute. It's all good. Purchase an elegant townhouse. Very nice. Don't have any money for that though. Considered retirement from seafaring life. No, we don't really want to do that. We haven't explored at all yet. Can't just retire straight away. But you could click on London, click card on rights. Oh, clearly on London. Right, so this is London. It is the greatest city in the Untersea. And don't you forget it. Visit the Admiralty's survey office. They'll pay for information from Z captains. Find out what and how. Sounds good to me. Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. Survey offices pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports. Trade them in here. First time you trade in a port report, you'll gain the Admiralty's favour. Is there anything in particular they need? Well, if we can be assured of your discretion, of course you can. We don't have any favour, so we can't do that. Yes, we do. Not more than 2. Oh, we do. But let's see if they want us to do anything for them. This port. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from Ada's Morn in the Corsair Forest, somewhere not far from home waters. Now let's see if we can find that on our first little trip. Speak to someone in higher authority. No, don't think we're going to have the reputation to do that yet. We don't. Can't just turn up and demand to speak to someone in authority. Let's just leave for now. Done. Out into the foggy streets. Turn your collar up. Oh, we got a little mission to go to. Whoops. Go to Ada's Morn in the Corsair Forest. See what else we can do in London. Visit university. University has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, these specimens, and other tidbits of exotic lore. Find a secret to prove your worthiness of entry. And we don't have any secrets yet, so we can't do that. We're gonna have to get some secrets. Sailing the seas. Browsing wolf stack docks. This will reduce your terror. You might run into trouble or romance. Ooh, matter of luck. Pretty good odds. Don't have a free evening though, so this is locked. Come back to do that later. Hire more crew. Sensible sailors are looking for a safe run to the tomb colonies, at least the same run to the southern archipelago. You need to buy drinks, spread around hiring fees. Look for daredevils. Very modest challenge. The heart quality gives you a 77% chance of success. Right, so let's give this a go. It's going to cost us 30 echo. Is there anything else we can do first? We don't need to put our ship in the dry dock. Immigrant will pay to be taken north of Benderbites. Could take him north. We've got the other thing from the guys at the Admiralty Survey Office to find that place, so we'll go for that one. See if we can get some more crew first though. An eager seeming crowd of sailors consume all the beer you buy, then melts away. You're left with a single Strabismic, melancholic seaman who wants to know if he can bring his pickled monkey aboard. I'll pad the bottle with straw, he promises. Yeah, why not? What's wrong with a pickled monkey? What harm can it do, eh? You gain 1 crew, a new total of 9. You've lost 15 echo. Hearts 26 failed in challenge. Try again, you may have better luck. Oh, we failed somehow. Never mind. Still got a crew member. Right, anything else we can do? Another day. Can you recruit one? Everything's locked apart from offer passage to the tomb colonist. So perhaps not. So then we've got the other things in our ship. We've got our hold. We've got fuel and our supplies. Got a bit of recent news as curiosity. Got our Invictus token. And the master of my fates. Captain of my soul. You're in unforgiving mode, so this is about our save mode. 85 echo. We've also got guns. The deck. Leadbeater and Stainrod reconditioned a frigate surplus deck gun Mark II. This way up. A weapon which may serve against small monsters or feeble pirates. Feeble pirates, I like it. And a little bit of stats about that. Won't worry about the stats too much now. And then we've got our engines there. So our weapon stats are just forward, no, just deck weapons. I think they fire forwards. What a strange accomplishments. Mariner. Mariner. You know something of the Untersee. I know it exists. That's about all at the minute. We don't have a passed yet. We need to visit this place and get strategic intelligence. We have an almost safe. This. Not too sure what that is. The officers. Left click and drag to assign officers, or right click and speak to them. Assign officers give ability bonuses. Right, sweet. We have no available officers. We've just got our mascots. Speak to our comatose ferret. Lies across your desk like a lumpy scarf. Play with your ferret. Practice attention. Weary roll of the eye. Play, the eye roll says. Play, I played once. In the happy warrens of London, before you installed me in this floating coffin. Made me eat dry food. Damn your play. It is an eloquent eye roll. It's a very eloquent eye roll. Well, it doesn't look like the ferret is in a playful mood. Bit of a shame. Maybe if we sail to sea, it will cheer it up a little bit. So here are our shops. Buy things. Oh, Withen optical. Glass is clear as ice. Sharp as salt. Mirrors +1. The higher your mirrors, the quicker you can find a firing solution in combat. So we only have 85 left, so we can't really afford any of that. He sells mirrors. Caminus Yards. The devilish jovial Mr. Fires manufactures the most intimidating, least carefully tested devices. You can't afford any of this either. Come to these when we can maybe afford some of them. Mr. Carroll has found use for equipment once sold to the sadly reduced Royal Navy. I can get some torpedo components. One of the most striking coincidences of our time, torpedoes are torpedo-shaped. What a coincidence. Ammunition for torpedo salvos. Oh, so we need torpedo salvos. We can buy them, but we can't put them in. I can get a lead beater and stain rod reconditioned frigate surplus deck gun Mark II. I'm sure we have one of these already. Yes, because we can sell. Leather beater and stain rod sea worm, another kind of weapon. Will cost 1 torpedo component per use. Forward weapon. So we'd have to buy that, and then we'd have to buy torpedo components as well. I think we're going to try and avoid combat for a little while, at least until we get a bit of cash and we can upgrade ourselves slightly at least. Let's try and miss plenty's shipside provisionaries. Profitable sideline for the notorious carnival entrepreneuress. We can buy solace fruits. Small quantities, delightful and refreshing. In larger quantities, one of the very nicest ways to die. I'm guessing you can eat that for a little while, but not for too long. Unless we can trade it, sell it somewhere else for a higher price. Too sure on that. Doesn't look like it's in stock at the minute. The Woolstack Exchange. Difficult for a small trader to turn a profit buying at bulk prices. Look for other opportunities. So this is a bit like a stock market where you can buy and sell random things. Crates of human souls. That is a bit of a random thing. Thinking, glowing, pleading. Don't think I want to have a crate of human souls on my first expedition. And what's this last one? The Iron Miseries Company. More powerful engines consume more fuel. Increased speed, essential for large, slow ships. I think we're going to be good for now. Doesn't look like there's anything else we can do in London. No more than 9 out. Try and get another crew member. It didn't work last time. Is it a 77% chance? So it should hit off this time. Let's give it another go. See if we can get a crew member on. I don't know what the crew do just yet. If they speed me up or make me better in combat. But sensible Zailers are looking for a safe run to the tomb colonies, at least a sane run to the southern archipelago. Ah, we've done this. The tall tales find a ready audience. Scared and seasoned men, or scarred and seasoned men and women ramp aboard and find places to sling hammocks. Wait. Ah, so we've got 3 new crew members. Plus 30 echo. Succeeding in a harsh challenge. Higher the quality, higher the chance of success. Oh, we got 26. Still got 26. We just got some more crew members. We're maxed out now. We've got 10 crew members. Fantastic. So let us set sail to the Great Z. Launch button to... and off we go. Use WASD to move. Yep. Use the WASD keys to move around. Speed up, slow down, and steer your ship left and right. Got our Z-Bat here. Try our Z-Bat, see what it does. Oh, I should have paused that really, shouldn't I? Hunters Keep is some distance to the northeast. Click to mark on your chart. And chart and view your discoveries so far. I think we're just gonna somewhere up there. But I think we're just gonna skirt around the land, go south, so we know we're not gonna get lost. We can just follow it back up if needs be. In there. Pauses. Oh, the ferret at sea. No. Something awaits you. The sort time at Z, the lamp icon will appear in the logbook. This means that there is opportunities await for you. Opportunities await you at the next port. Yeah, so that there. Something awaits you in ports. We need to find ourselves a port. Oh, we found Rowan's Rocks. I don't think we can dock there. We got our Gazetta. Covered Mutton Island. There's Mutton Island. Fed the crew. Flies are going down. Oh, combat. Encounter an opponent. The red arc shows the enemy the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep your enemy in your prow lights. Deck gun will be highlighted as your crew make progress towards a firing solution. The space will close as tutorials continue. Oh, so he's down there. Come on, guys. Oop, back up. Chasing us. Fire! One more shot and you should kill it. Get back! Shoot! Oh, yes! Just in time. Well done, crew. Enemy of Heights. Congratulations, you have defeated your opponents. Move to the side of their demise to salvage something. Let's see what we can salvage here. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded. Blushing blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies, or we can dissect it for knowledge. Very modest challenge. Pages quality give you a 75% chance of success. I don't think we need the supplies, so let's dissect it. Cab full of conundrums. Set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished absent adolescent specimen. A megalops of one of the deep sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vegetal in the troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. Golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. You gain one fragment, total of 181. If we get enough, we get secrets, I think. Map of lore. Discover monsters and locations to gain fragments. Gain enough fragments and you'll combine into a secret. Succeeding in a page challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. Centric and occasional practice knowledge increases the speed at which you convert fragments to secrets. Cool. Oh, so here's Mutton Island. I wish you could zoom out a little bit. I don't know if there's a key for that. All clear. There we go, all clear. Speed this thing up. See if you can dock on this Mutton Island. Off of the Murray Straits. It's quite a nifty little ship we've got here. Down there. We discovered this before. Circularize the port, go there for stories. Little ships throng in the waters here, the crew grow wistful. Couple stories of Sunless Sea. Oops. What was that second? I want to see what I said. Swap all stories of Sunlit Sea. Draw near to the Columbian Canal. The way to the surface. Oh, so you can get to the surface, maybe. Discovered Quaker's Haven. 50 fragments gained. December 3rd, 1887. Green glass and basalt and silence. On waters, sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. Right, so let's go to port. Oh jeez, there's more of them crabs about. All clear, all clear. There we go. We have found our first port on Mutton Island. Right, so Quaker's Haven. Once this simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs, before London fell and the waters rushed in. Smoke spirals from cottage chimneys. A lonely hill rises behind town. Quite nice. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Only one public house on the island, the Cock and Magpie. Famed for its local cider and, of course, the Z-food. Oh, so we've managed to get ourselves 4 terror. Jeez. Terror of disease is less here. So we're going to have ourselves a pint. Spend a little bit of money. 20 echo, we have 55. Let's have a pint. First thing you normally do when you get somewhere new. Find a pub and have a pint. Cider and cave dory. The trees of the neath are scraggled and wretched. Scraping a living is parenthesis. The apples of Mutton Island are tart and powerful. Perfect for cider. Cider? Cider! This stuff is stronger than it looks. Stretch out in your seat, stare through the leaded window of a safely moored ship, and find yourself whistling. The landlord gives you a friendly grin and goes back to wetting his cleaver. 20 quid for a pint. It's a little bit steep. But we've lost some terror, so now we're only at 3 and wary. See what else we can do while we're here. Explore the shore. Wander a little way along the shore from the dock. Try this. Ooh. Glittering eye. You turn, and there's a long, lank brown man at your shoulder. Listen, he says, I have a story for you. Something about the grey beard compels your attention. Leave, don't look back. If once he catches your eye, you'll be lost. Turn the situation round. No, I have stories for you. Don't have any stories for him. Let's hear his story. He looks friendly enough. Rambling tale. Story has a wedding full of murders, the leafless forests, the vast serpent which eats souls. Tale winds on and on like the serpent till you are lost in the dizzy toils of its sinister ships and its glamorous corpses. You nod awake, he's gone, but not, it seems, before searching your pockets for small change. Thieving bastard. I've gained 5 terror. Scared me with his scary story. Lost 2 echo. Well, fair enough. 2 echo for that story. That's all for now. Find a story in your next make port. You repeat it from time to time as you travel as you now have 1 tale of terror. Fantastic. We call it Then Light a Candle, Light Another. So we can use this tale of terror he's told us on other people. Get other things, maybe. What else can we do? Pick up a wretched mog. Meow, meow. Yellow-eyed, manged, piebald thing winds around your ankles like a manacled chain. Never seen a cat's mouth open that wide. Presumably it's hungry. This is a mascot, one variety of office. It costs us 3 supplies, I think, to unlock it. But the comatose ferry's not doing it for me. I'll buy some more supplies, hopefully. Hopefully that's enough. Jumps down from your arms and disappears into the darkness of the ship. An hour later, 5 brutally executed rats are found on the foredeck. Find your new mascot by dragging him to the officer's tab to his slot at the top of the screen. If this at sea rather than in port, you may affect your crew morale. Yeah, you don't want to swap out officers mid-ship, mid-voyage. Always looks bad. This gives us iron +2. Where's iron? Raw increases the damage of attacks. That's good. A couple more creatures for us to kill, hopefully. Right, is there anything else we can do while we're here? Chat to the fisherman. They sail the Z around the island. They mend their nets by the harbour. They see all that happens here. They need coins to open them. Now we get a port report because there's 1 echo, so let's do that. Little ships and little secrets. Pirates plying the waves. Smugglers at their work. Mates, ships putting in the resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the admirals. You now have one of these. A port report. Quaker's Haven. You lost 1 echo. So that's it for now. Let's do another drink. 8 terror. I think 8 terror is bad. Not 100% sure on that, but I can take a risk and say 8 terror is fine. Excuse me. If I had to silence my mic then. Right, so we could do with a few more supplies. How much is supplies? 530. Be all our money. Sluggish and hostile merchants wince warily. Few goods of indifferent quality. Let's buy some. We've only got 1 supplies. Don't know how many supplies it will take to get us home, but we're going to buy another one. Just to make sure that we've got enough fuel. Shipyard at this port. We'll need to find Terror wary. Fear of the wide black Z, and things beyond. This is for shore leave, especially in London. When you return to London after time at Z, your terror will always drop to 50. Good. Is it a name port? Right, well, we haven't found that port. I think we're going to head back to London. See if we can get ourselves some more cash, some more supplies for our next journey. I think we're going to fight this crab, because why not? And line it up. There we go. Face me, crab. I'll attack it. There we go. Yeah, I was important, I'm assuming. Right, ooh, go back, go back, go back, go back. Back up, that's it. Fire. Oh, no, click. Oh, God, no, no. Quick, guys, quick. Nice, nicely done. And the all clear. Do a little bit of damage. All 73 out of 75. Retreat for supplies. Dissect it for no. I'm gonna go dissect again. I'm gonna try and get myself a secret. Yeah, one fragment. New one. Oh well. Everyone counts. We talk to our cats. I know we can just assign our cats. Cats does not want to play with us. But it will get rid of the rats on the ship, which can't be a bad thing. What's our crew doing? Oh, something is awaiting us at port. Blue lightnings crawl leisurely up the funnel, and Emma is dancing. Cries go by. Cry goes up. Is that another port, maybe? It's a sail down there, to be honest. Ah, yeah, when that gets to there, then you lose the supplies, your low on supplies. And your crew short begins to starve. You'll buy more in certain ports. Ages score is 25, so beam another. Alright, cool. Progress bar for our secrets. With low barnets. Oh, you see the things underneath to see. We have completely missed the docks though. Let's turn around. I think it was down here. Yeah. Get ourselves back into London before we run out of supplies and our crew starve to death. And if that ship is friendly or not. I'm not willing to find out just yet. And back to London. Full power to the engines. Beware, your engines will occasionally explode. Oh shit. Right, don't do that then. Dock. Oh! Inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry here to look for those. Well, hopefully that's not pickled monkeys. You shrug and invite them to search your ship as thoroughly as they would like. No more than 0 vials of red honey. No more than 0 a gift from a pirate king. No more than 0 a firkin of red honey. We'd never dream of impeding their duty. Surely there's other, more dangerous ships on the Ultra Seas. Bribe them. Well, I don't think we have anything illegal, so then go ahead. Leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks. Take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. They find nothing more dangerous than the mouldy ship's business. Get into trouble for that. Journey to London. The lights of London welcome you home. This storylet only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. Collect messages from the harbour master. All the clatter and song of the dockside, it soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? This is messages. What's this? That's all for now. You'll find a story when you next make ports. Cool. Under the day, a free evening. Precious time away from captain's duties. How will you spend it? Get one of the easiest time you return to London. Cool. Nothing has changed underneath. Time, the healer. Your time with Z will change you and London. Wants to sign on? Let's see who wants to sign on. Let's see what his little gift is, actually. Very fine evening to you, Captain. My, what you might call mentor is very fond of adventurous sea, Captain. And he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on account that he is so fond of sea, Captain. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray stacked piled high with fuel and supplies. So accept the dispensation. Do make sure you have £15 of space in the hold. I'll come back later. It'd be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dry dock. Why further? Who is this patron? Is there a catch? Refuse. Too good to be true. Well, it looks a little bit shady, I will say that. We need the supplies. And don't look a gift horse in the mouth. We're not going to ask any questions. We're going to take the money and then take the supplies and run. Courteous nod. Well, my patron hopes that you will find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps some day you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's head. Should that day come, we will make sure you're very welcome. You any safe conduct you might require. Good evening to you. He salutes and is gone. So I now have one menace's suspicion. Oh, you rapscallion. Will increase as you conduct criminal activities or have contact with rough sorts. Higher suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. So I've got 10 more fuel and 5 more supplies. Fantastic. See what we can do in London quickly. This is your study. Oh, we have no study. All locked out. Right, what else we can do? Oh, we go to the survey office. We have something to sell them about Quaker's Haven. Been trying the original rubbery lumps, have we? Submitted. Your visit to Quaker's Haven has been confirmed by the Admiralty Records Office. Okay, 1 fuel. You have 1 Admiralty favour. You have lost a port report. What to report? You have gained 5 echo. A little bit of money. Still have the sort of challenge they set us. Oh, we can visit the universities now. We have a secret. Let's go see what's at the university. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secret Z specimens and other tidbits of exotic lore. Find a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. Quite impressed. Oh yes. University's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, it's quite a tasty one. Let me explain this to you. He explains, teeth glinting. You've gained 1 pages. Twist in your tail. You are now Favours antiquarian. That good? Lost 1 secret. Go back to 0 secrets. Oh, an alarming scholar. The alarming scholar is merciful, to say the least. Creature of sudden moves and provoking teeth. Possibly her. Is it her? Appointment to the University Maritime Liaison was precautionary. To keep his. Is it his? Raised the sharp enthusiasm, causing too many inquiries in the facility. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? If you have any knowledge items that the scholar would buy, that will appear below. Seeming enigma. It would be safe with him, then it wouldn't be safe with anyone. Don't have any of those. So we've got nothing to sell. Now hopefully we'll find some of these in different ports later on. Leave the university. You have a business to attend to, and besides, the scholar keeps snapping his teeth. Mechanical trap. Rousing Wolfstack docks. don't have the money for that, unfortunately. Oh, they've given us everything they've got for us. Put your ship in the dry dock. The new recruits who await your attention. Is you recruit, someone wants to sign on. Later visit, different officers will sometimes be available. There's more than one choice, then you can choose one per visit. Engaging officer. The gentle magician. Good afternoon, Mumble. Perhaps I can do you engines some good. No? Haha. I'm quite the engineer. Difficult to credit, isn't it? Here are my references. Genteel magician increases veil and mirrors. Don't have enough money to hire him. Tireless mechanic. Good afternoon. Ready to offer me services. I am an engineer, finest you'll ever hire. Treat engines like my own children. Not that I have children. Too busy. Usually busy. Increases veils and fuel efficiency. Again, we don't have the money. And sailors. Not enough sailors. Have full-on sailors. Perhaps not. Can't do anything in the lodgings. You can't do anything in London. Get this immigrant, take him north. And the scholar, we can't sell anything to the scholar. Let's agree to take this tomb colonist north. An immigrant will be paid to be taken north to Venderbright. It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London. When a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves up in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. The crew can't want these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep until their journey is done. Tomb colonists is in your holds. Take them north to the colony of Venderbright. Sell them there. Nice, we have a tomb colonist now. Fantastic. I think that is all we can do for now. Fortunately, we don't have enough money to do anything else. I don't think we really have anything we can sell. So, I'm going to call the end to the episode there. And then the next episode, we will probably head north to drop off this tomb colonist. Get some cash from that and see what else we can find. Oh, throw things overboard. Throw the colonist overboard. No, let's not throw anyone overboard. Let's try and get rid of that. Oh, done. Done. There we go. Not throw anything overboard. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please give it a like or drop me a comment if you've got any advice or hints or tips for me. If you want to subscribe to keep up with the channel, then it will let you know when I post new videos. I will be posting links to both the free browser game and the Steam store game, Steam store page for this game in the description below if you want to check it out. So far, I would recommend it. And I will catch you guys next time.